Ando a Mérida, Yucatán, México. Elias Latino Espadas. Kings, the Trigger Man, Weljon Mindoro.
Kind of high. I'm working right here. Okay, you got your restriction in the back. Again, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands all the time. When that bell rings, when I go to work, have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
In the United States, but also they're loving him in the Philippines, where he started boxing as a kid because he was protecting his brother, and they ended up in the gym. Here he is on Pro Box TV, and right away you hear a thudding body shot. Kumusta? Magandang umaga to everybody in the Philippines. It's 10 a.m. and they're having breakfast with Pro Box TV.
Nice one. You know, that was impressive. Oh, Mindoro.
Wow, man, coming out aggressive is Mindoro.
He believes in his power.
We can hear his power. I mean, I've watched him on Pro Box, and I've been impressed. But being ringside, you hear the power.
Tell you, Contreras is not, Espadas is not uncomfortable here.
Well, we were talking to the team of Espadas. They said that their thing was to survive the first few rounds and try to get into the deep waters.
Mindoro is a big middleweight, man. He has tree trunks for legs. Espada shakes his head. That body shot.
Yeah, I like the body attack of Mindoro. You know, you got a guy who takes it well to the head. Why not test out the body a little bit? And Mindoro's gone to the body pretty well here in the first round.
Yeah, the way that Mindoro rehydrated, Paulie, he looks huge.
He looks different he looks like a different guy than yesterday.
Espada's, I mean, he's 35, so his body's gonna be different, but he doesn't look like he put on too much weight. But he has a lot of redness around the midsection now.
Ooh, big left hook there from Mindoro. That's the thing about Mindoro. He's not a one-handed fighter. He can punch with both hands.
Okay.
He's got a right hand and a left hook.
Good speed, good combination punching too.
Because there hasn't been many rounds where I can watch him. So is he good at changing the variation speeds?
Well, he's very relaxed, and then he's not. So he's very explosive, and that's what his corner said that they were going to work on for this fight. He's been training over at the Pro Box TV gym in Plant City, Florida.
Espadas pushed down there.
And from what I'm told in the gym by his sparring partners, power is real.
Yeah. Pretty sure the guy we were showing him the highlight will tell you that also.
Yeah, no question about it, if he remembers.
Last fight for Mindoro, a second round KO. Before that, a third round. Before that, a first round.
But this is a significant step up in opposition.
Yeah, and a guy who's very durable too. And you can see, despite the big shots that Mindoro has thrown this round, Espada's not intimidated. He looks calm. He's a guy who's used to going on a lot of rounds, and is a solid veteran.
Excellent opening round for Weljon, the Triggerman Mindoro.
Overhand right landed. That's got a little mark on the outside of the eye of Espadas.
Yesterday, one of the things they kept saying was you have to watch out for Mindoro's overhand right. And Chris had that flush early. That's why there's that knot on the left eye of Espadas.
Exactly. The overhand right, the right uppercut, the left hook. I mean, they're all dangerous. Triggerman has no problem pulling that trigger.
And in Mindoro corner, they like the body work. Mark Frey likes the body work, wants to see continuing from Mindoro, which I also think is solid advice, because Espadas is the guy who takes a good shot to the head, but sometimes those body shots will make even the most durable guys fold.
Well, that was one of the things I asked the trainers about it, is Mindoro a fighter that has good fighting shit.
But you know, when you got 8 losses, what's 9? I mean, you take a chance and to take Mindoro to rounds might not be comfortable in, and maybe you can do something, pull out a win.
You're a gatekeeper, right? Mm-hmm. That's what Espadas is. And now he's been around the road.
Yeah, when you got 8 losses, if you go to 9 and be the first guy to take this guy all the full distance, you know.
The only time that Mindoro didn't get a knockout is doing a split draw. a few years ago.
It was against Takashi Inoue, no?
Against Inoue, yes.
I mean, that was a very experienced guy.
In Takashi Inoue, but not the brother who's bantamweight. A different Takashi Inoue.
He didn't grow that much. Nice body shot there by Mindoro. Right hand, right underneath the elbow.
Yeah, that was in.
How many rounds was that?
That was in 2023. They went 12 rounds.
Oh, wow, so he's been around.
It was for an Asian title. It was a weird card. 115, 113, 117, 111, and then 114. So.
Wow.
Oh, a few moments ago, Espadas did some good work. He landed a right hand and a good uppercut that split the guard of Mindoro. Mindoro came right back with a good right hand. Oh, big right hand there.
The shot.
So you're going to speak of penetrating the guard, right?
That's the thing about opening up with a puncher.
And Espadas didn't get his head off to the side when he tried to open up. His head was down the middle, and Mindoro was able to catch him with that right hand.
One of those body shots shot through.
Oh,
there's an uppercut.
Big shot from Mindoro. Espada was tagged.
Espada's really trying to hold on there, but Mindoro did not accept the clinch. This is what I meant about keeping the distance.
Mindoro did a good job of pushing off the clinch.
Oh. Somebody turn the lights off.
Wow.
That's
scary, but
wow.
That's very dangerous.
That happened to me early in my career.
No way.
Yeah.
What happened?
Lights went out.
In 2022, that was in the 5th round. And last year, Callum Walsh, Irish prospect, knocked out Espadas in the 5th round.
Oh.
And there's the trigger man attacking.
Nice guard pull there from Mindoro.
If Elias' game plan was to stay away, he's not doing it. He's getting hit against the ropes. And just teeing off is the trigger man, the Filipino, doing whatever he wants right now.
And that was one of the things I was talking about with that high guard defense by Espadas. There's a lot of holes you can find in that guard. It's passive. He doesn't really move his elbows and his hands, just kind of locks up in front of you, and there's going to be places
and he's on the ropes.
to find the holes.
He's on the ropes, and his corner told him to use his legs. You know, he's being defensive with his guard up. And like you said, Chan, there's a lot of holes in that high guard. That's
Especially when it's passive, because he's not active with the guard.
Yeah, and that's why the corner wanted him to use his legs more and move around instead.
It's good boxing by Mindoro.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of lateral movement here. He's using the left hand more as a rangefinder. You can just see Espadas just doesn't have the power to get any respect.
At all. And he does have some power, but it's just not there at the age of 35.
And at this weight, he was, a lot of those fights you're talking about is 54.
And this is a big 160. Loading up a hook from Mindoro. Espadas did land one. And there's the uppercut.
That's the uppercut I was talking
Another
about.
uppercut followed by a left hook by Mindoro.
Espadas is tough.
Yeah.
That's a big shot.
Well, that's why he's here, man.
Yeah. That was a fake guard pull.
Yeah, and he didn't look to be passive there. He tried to catch a shoot. He just was too wide with it. Was Espadas with the left hook? He tried.
Espadas for the first time to me is looking 35.
Yes.
Moving slower and slower.
What's that line? You get old in the ring overnight?
You don't get old in the gym. You get old in the ring.
This is a vicious young fighter in Weljon Mindoro. But Espadas' game, though. He'll throw something back. And Mindoro smiles.
Ooh, good reaction there by Mindoro. And that's what Mark Ferre was saying in the corner. He was like, don't get complacent. And he's been good with that.
Ooh, overhand right. Body shot, uppercut, hook, body shot again. Solid right hand. The Filipino doing whatever he wants on Pro Box TV.
Espadas is tough, man. That's what we love him here on Pro Box TV. He's not just going to take punishment. He's going to punch back.
In the corner of Espadas just yelled at him, stop touching gloves. You need a fight.
I like that. I like that. That's good instruction.
Well, Johnny's kind of like a friendly guy. He's beating you up.
Hey, Filipino. They're all like that.
Oh, super nice. Kumusta?
Some of the nicest people on this planet.
Yep. The game plan we were talking with Weljon's tweet was, we want to emphasize the 1-2. You got to work with the feet. We want him to be smooth. This kid is listening. He's doing all that.
Yeah, I agree. This is a different version of Weljon. Yeah, granted, we're seeing him go more rounds with a a quality step up. But
yeah, we get to see more substance there from him. See the little touches trying to open up the guard a little bit.
the CompuBox number is extremely one-sided, which is pretty obvious.
Uppercut. Espadas is tough. Heavy rhythm.
Yeah, he takes these shots really well. He's very, very durable. Experienced enough to know how to cover up.
Espadas serves as a sparring partner in Manny Robles' gym. Manny Robles, of course, trained Oscar Valdez, trained Andy Ruiz to a title. And they use Espadas as a sparring partner for Toro Resendiz.
Resendiz.
Yeah,
Super middleweight.
Yeah, that is good work there. Also Terrell Gaucher, who you know well, Paulie.
It's good work, too. Gaucher is a good craftsman.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of different looks at that gym.
Terrell challenged for a title many times.
Corner's not going to be happy with that glove touch.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you guys aren't. It's only been 3.5 rounds, but I'm impressed being ringside and watching Weljon Mindoro.
Now, this is more rounds than some people were predicting. Now, as tough as Espadas is, Weljon looks to be the goods. Beautiful head movement there from Mindoro. Good leg strength.
I like his emphasis to the body.
Yeah, I think if he's going to get a stoppage time, it's going to have to be the body. Espadas too good of a chin.
There's Espadas going upstairs. Weljon against the corner. Smiling, elusive, nothing landing from Espadas. A lot of flash, nothing there.
That was impressive, too. That was really good reactions.
Yeah, now Mindoro's going to try to take advantage of it. Maybe thinking Espadas punched himself out.
Maybe the old man punched himself out. Good time to test that body. Good left hook there on the inside. You get the feeling that it's like the room is closing in on Espadas. Mindoro staying very calm. Oh!
Good shot by Mindoro, knocking down Espadas.
On a right hand. That's a knockdown.
Yeah.
So
Espadas,
held him up.
yeah, Espadas saying no knockdown.
And
But he's not familiar with the rule.
Referee jumping up.
He's not familiar with the rule.
Espadas actually landed a good shot.
Yes.
And Mindoro came right over it.
10
with a bigger
seconds.
shot.
Mindoro.
And Mindoro goes right back down to the
Vicious
body.
body work. Going, attacking. The Filipino fighter doing whatever he wants at the bell.
And Espadas tough as
Bragging about him and raving about him like, okay, who's this guy you want to keep your eyes on? And get beyond impressed with him right now.
Because with Ryan, you're like, oh, he's talking about Filipinos, so of course he's very excited.
Of course.
But he's the real deal. Like everything he said was true.
He was born single mother in a small village in the south of the Philippines. Her mom opened up a little shop, 5 kids. You know, they're selling crackers and toothpaste. I remember reading that story about Ryan. You know, not much resources for Mindoro. Here he is fighting in the United States, and he's on the potential of changing his family's life.
He keeps going this way, you know. He could be that next Filipino star, especially at this weight class. You know, like we said earlier, you know, the Filipinos usually come in smaller weight classes.
You know, Ryan, in that story he wrote, said that Mindoro would fight in those unsanctioned street fights where the adults were paying the kids basically like $1 for winning. And if you lose, you get like 50 cents. like the smokers that they would have in the neighborhoods. He finally turned pro when he was 19 in Manila.
Mindoro taking a bit of a round off. First half of this 5th round. Not done a whole lot.
You know, in the past, Mindoro sparred Caleb Plant, Brian Mendoza, Trevor McCumbee, some guys he's got some work in. So he was working his way up the ranks.
Good solid work for all those guys. Yeah, Mindoro really sitting back here in round 5.
Maybe needs a round to reset, you know. Doesn't always go this many rounds, right?
Body shot again.
Espadas, man, he's a tank.
Right? He's a poker face, too. He never feels anything.
From the Yucatan. Just wearing shots. I mean, I've been at a gym where Manny Ruiz trains at knockouts in Maywood, and there's Up times where Espadas is just going back and forth and brawls in the gym. And you can see it.
Oh, a body shot hurt him.
That one did. I think they're all hurting right now, Chris. With that one for sure.
Yeah, they ain't playing patty cakes in
No.
there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, nice short
good right hand.
shot and a left hook.
Yeah, Mindoro with the nice catch and shoot counters here. See, there it is again. Trying to punch in between Espadas. As Espadas usually has his high guard, so you're punching in between. That's how you offset a catch and shoot. You offset it with a fast flurry. You can't catch and shoot a
punch
flurry.
through the counter.
Yep.
Good scrap. Good scrap between the Filipino Weljon Mindoro and the Mexican Elias Espadas in Texas. Fighter ever seen. Does a great job with Freddie, a wild card.
Excellent coach.
Body shot there by Mindoro.
Yeah, Espadas is a tough dude. How do you break him down?
To the body. I mean, Xander Zayas is an excellent body puncher. He utilizes his jab and the body attack to slow Espadas down and finally stopped him with a right hand. Very impressive in hindsight from a future unified world champion at 154. Nice little counter there from Espadas with the right hand.
Nice body shots again. I tell you, you said you could break down Espadas to the body. Mindoro's gone to the body a lot. Espadas came in shape tonight. Despite the age, he's still durable.
I usually say chins don't get better over time, but apparently Espadas does.
Something that Yucatan water down in Mexico.
He's taking the good body shots too. Still,
Yeah,
you know, still live in there.
This is where his team wanted him to be in the later rounds. Good uppercut by Espadas.
Doing good work here when he gets Mindoro on the ropes.
I mean, Mindoro's controlling this fight, but Espadas is tough. He's right there.
Now, we said we were going to learn things about Mindoro tonight, regardless of how the fight played out.
We see him go rounds, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's also, we wanted to see, I mean, the power is real, but it's as you're progressing to tougher fighters, veteran fighters, experienced fighters.
You're not going to knock everyone out, and that's the thing. You need to get these rounds under your belt, so you're not in foreign territory when you're in with someone who could punch, because Espadas is not a puncher, especially at middleweight. But there are big punchers at middleweight. You don't want to find yourself in uncharted territory with a guy who's crap.
Great point. Yeah. You end up being in difficult situations. I think that's why he needs this kind of fight. The only other fight he went the distance in was when he got the draw. So obviously you want this kind of fight here, where he can work on some things and obviously show that he can go the distance and win fights and be dominant, because there's been a rather dominant performance regardless.
It's also learning how to break down a fighter, right, Paulie?
Mm-hmm.
The way to do it.
Yeah, exactly, and then pace yourself correctly and go through all those paces in general.
Also learning how to do it with stubborn guys.
Yeah, without the frustration, right?
Where somebody's not going to go away, like Espadas, who got knocked down earlier in the fight, still battling. So here we are in the 7th. First time that Pro Box gets to see him this long.
I like what I've seen from
Yeah.
Mindoro. I've seen a lot more of him, having him work things through, see how calculated he is, see the things that he's been working on in the gym, see if he can execute a game plan, which it seems like he has.
What could he work on, champ? You think he can maybe take something off the punches to create several, be more deceptive with the power shots?
I'd like to see a more varied jab. He doesn't have that battering ram jab. He's kind of a range founder. I'd like him to use it more as a weapon. That was one of the ways that Xander was able to break down Espadas when they fought.
Yeah, good point.
The jab's different. You got a durable guy, but if you jab him in between power shots, it wilts a guy.
Yeah, that's actually the only shot he doesn't throw hard, right? Is the jab.
Hey, just
I was gonna say maybe other shots you don't want to throw hard. You want to mix the power. He throws most shots. Oh, there he mixes it a little bit.
He's done it a little bit, especially when you're like that. That change of speed, man. That's beautiful.
Espadas, tough as can be, is right there for you. And he's not going away. Going to the body.
Nice counter there over the top. Well-timed shot from Espadas.
Espadas looks like he's got a second win here in the 7th.
Showing that experience.
This is part of that conditioning. They run Mount Baldy in Southern California on Saturdays. There's Espada and Estrellita and the entire crew. And that is just nothing but elevation on a Saturday morning when they go at 6 o'clock.
How to get your weekend started, right, huh?
Yep. I did it once, never
Did you?
again.
Yeah? All right.
Oh, they left me after a
One
mile.
and done?
But it's a 3-mile run. It just straight
up.
in Mount Baldy. And it's just, yeah.
And you walk it down? You done?
No, they pick you up.
Oh, okay.
So they leave you at the bottom of the mountain, and then the coaches run with you. I mean, they'll drive along the side of you, and then the last mile they're waiting for you. And then up there, then they shadow box afterwards. So those ones are fine for Espadas.
And that increasing elevation is so good for boxing because as the rounds are on, it gets harder. You're burning more energy.
It's a gradual climb. Just like that one in Vegas where I think Bernard run that when you're going into the mountain. By Red Rock.
Mount Charles.
Mount Charles, yeah.
Mount Charleston.
Charleston, yeah. Look at Espadas coming on here in the 7th round. Oh, good hook from Espadas. Triggerman got tagged.
Good counter right hand, though, from Triggerman as well.
Espadas controlling the center of the ring this round.
This is what they were talking about. Go deep in the waters.
A lot of times punchers shrink as the rounds wear on. I felt like that when I fought Ruslan. He was not the same puncher at the end of the fight as he was in the beginning.
The shot there on the inside
easily the best round of the fight for him. He's bouncing on his toes.
Yeah, and Mindoro has a little mark on the left eye, right?
Yes, he does. The mechanic needs to get to work. The fight is starting to change. And then we got to get to that mind game too, right? He's not a fireman, he's a Mayan.
I mean, you gotta get into the psychology of a fighter when you get late in the fight. 10 rounds is a long time.
Mexican trainers like to do that. I remember Buffalo Martin with Chavez in the Mildred Taylor fight. He was naming all kinds of do you for your daughter, for your wife, right? Everybody got thrown in there.
Well, there's one out there where Hector Lopez, who trains Alexis Rocha, said, "You're gonna hate yourself in the morning."
Yeah, that's a good.
And everybody's
line.
like, "Oh, father and son." It's like, no, that's his trainer. But that's where you got to dig deep, right? If you're the motivations for a fighter like Espadas, you're not the favorite. You're not going to win this fight, but the pride.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of pride.
You want to make sure you went for it as best you could, you know. Otherwise, you do hate yourself the next day.
I used to always say, wake up on Sunday without the regret of I could have done more. If you lose, you lose. Everybody loses.
Headbutt there.
But if you thought you could have done more, it's a different thing.
When you had clash your heads there, Mindoro took a butt to the mouth.
They've had a few clashes of heads tonight.
A little shiner underneath the left eye of Mindoro now.
He's going to know he's in a fight tomorrow.
And it looks like Espadas has weathered the storm with the big shots from Mindoro.
Ooh, that one just missed.
So Mindoro still throwing those big shots, though.
There's that jab.
So you were saying when you fought Ruslan, you felt the power shrink?
Oh, completely shrunk. He shrunk. I was able to push him around as the fight got later. His punches got a little slower. The power, because a lot of Ruslan's speed came from a lot of his power came from his hand speed. He's a very short, hard puncher. But as the fight wore on, it was not the same.
His Espadas growing in confidence because he's noticing the same things, champ.
Yep. He's feeling, in the beginning of the fight, the size difference was imminent and obvious.
Maybe that Mayan mentality is what he's trying to bring out now. Is Mindoro not as active, not quite as active this round.
He's also probably thinking about that last 100 yards on that hill, running up that thing.
Look at Espadas being first with the 1-2. Mindoro counters.
Mindoro taking some of the power off his shots, trying to match the hand speed.
Mindoro taking this round off?
I just think he's getting outworked. I think Espadas is having a good round. I don't think he's taking it off. I think
Mindoro with mouth open here in the round. Espadas looking good here.
Espadas is not worried about the power anymore.
Not at all. Good flurry at the end.
Concerned about him if he's going to win this fight.
No.
But whether he's going to get the stoppage or not, I think is really in question. Body shot there. Oh, right back to it.
This is a different aggression.
It's a catch and shoot by Espadas.
You've been saying it, Paulie Malignaggi.
And that was
a catch and shoot.
And that was actually a better, cleaner shot than the ones that Mindoro was landing. Now he's backing up.
Yeah, that one backed him up, right?
Here comes Espadas growing.
But you know what? You started jabbing with the snap a little bit a few seconds ago.
Oh,
Clash.
now when they both stopped, that one hurt right away.
That was one of those scraping headbutts. Those usually end in cuts, but these two again are hard as stone.
See the replay here.
Boom!
That was a good
That was a catch
and shoot hook.
That left hook has been a nice weapon for Espadas these last couple rounds. Especially in a counter-punching fashion. There it is again.
These are the wrinkles that Mindoro needs to figure out as he progresses in his career.
Now, the corner has been talking about, be worried about the overhand right all night long, and Espadas has really taken that away.
And Espadas, this is what he wanted. He wanted to come in strong at the end of the fight. Another clash.
Once again.
Orthodox fighters clashing.
Look, both guys are falling in with their shots, too. That's the thing.
A lot of respect to Elias Espadas. Weathering the early storm, and here he is making it competitive towards the end of the fight.
Yeah.
And being aggressive, being first.
Still going for it.
He's here.
That mining pep talk got him.
Now he's telling Mindoro to come on.
Now he's saying keep it up, hit him low.
Oh.
Uppercut. All of us in unison with that uppercut.
Oh.
There it is.
But again, like, Espadas wears them well.
That's a tough dude. That's why give credit to the guys that have been able to knock him out, like Xander and Callum Walsh.
In Callum Walsh, I think it was technical decision.
It was a technical, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fight that was stopped.
Yeah, I think it was on cut though. I don't think Callum Walsh.
Oh, that's right. It was the Callum was
yeah,
a cut
Callum
one.
Walsh not a puncher by any means.
So give credit to Xander.
Yeah, Xander, in hindsight, that's a really good win.
A young Xander, too.
Yeah, good point. I mean, Xander's still young. Oh!
What
Good timing on that.
Mindoro. Love that hook from Mindoro. So quick.
I'll tell you, impressive, though. Espadas has taken every shot pretty well all night.
He kept that guard up high. It was smart.
Not only has he taken it well, he's also not let it take away his confidence from trying to throw his own punches. Espadas has been trying all night.
And the poker face.
As well go for the 10th round.
Oh, good stiff jab by Mindoro there. After a clubbing right hand a few moments earlier, back comes Espadas.
And Espadas has played his role. You know, he was here to give Mindoro a round to show us what a Mindoro would look like going rounds, and he's done that.
Oh!
Catch and shoot by Mindoro with an overhand right.
That's something I feel like Mindoro's been like learning tonight. Like he's picking up new things.
Yeah, he gives different wrinkles every round.
Look at Espadas go, man.
Eso. Elias Espadas, all heart.
How do you not love this guy?
That's why we keep bringing him back on Pro Boxing.
This is what a Pro Box TV show's all about right here. Good, tough matchmaking.
Trade jabs there, backs Espadas up.
He was talking to us about in the fighter meeting how his dream of becoming a world champion has not left him. You know, and he's 35 years old. He fights with heart. You know, he's not. I don't think he's winning tonight either. But you know what? A guy with that mentality will always at least try to develop before you put him in for a world title, right?
And it's also not great for Weljon. He needs to be tested. He needs to go rounds. He needs a guy like this.
Well, you see his eyes swollen. He's been hit, been rocked a couple times.
The knockout streak is ending.
Yep. A couple clashes of heads that he had to respond to that.
And I think he's responded well.
Absolutely.
Definitely some things to work on. With a guy like Mindoro, who's such a devastating puncher, it's one of those situations you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been there, you're not going to know you need to work on things. Everything's been working. Good shot.
Good shot. Espadas is going
Of course
for it.
he's going to finish strong.
Fight's not over.
10 seconds. It's 10 seconds.
Oh! How else would this end?
Exactly like this. 10 good rounds. Weljon Mindoro, Elias Espadas. Ovations from the crowd. hugs between the fighters, respect between them. And I think if you're Weljon, you never.
Martinez anotó 97-92. Judge Martinez scores it 97-92. All three in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. Los tres a favor del ganador por decisión unánime. Still undefeated, the Trigger Man, Weljon Mindoro.
Weljon Mindoro, knockout streak ends, but he gets win number 17, sweeping the cards, 96-93, 98-91, 97-92. He also had a knock.